Hey, what's up? Tyler from Plugged On here. I'm here with a concert review, this time of the Decibel Magazine Tour 2017. Saw this at the Theater of Living Arts in Philly, April 15th. Be honest with you, it's the last date of the tour. That show was, so the tour no longer there, but still wanna have a chat about it. Anyways, so on this tour, Kreator headlined it with Obituary, Midnight, and Horrendous. This is the first time I've been to the Decibel Magazine tour, and I want to say it was 2014 when there was Carcass and the Black Dahlia Murder. It's a tour that's always pretty solid every year. I just never get around to actually going to it every year. So I haven't seen Kreator in a good bit since they toured with Arch Enemy a few years ago, and with their new album, I was very much looking forward to seeing them. Obituary as well, and I don't really know Midnight or Horrendous, so they were new for sure. I will say, unfortunately, missed a lot of Horrendous due to getting there a little bit later than anticipated, and also just the line getting in the door. So probably caught the last two songs from Horrendous. I also don't know if there was a local band before there. If there was, like I said, I apologize. So I think we caught the last 2 or 3 songs of Horrendous. They weren't bad for sure. I just don't know them at all. I need to check them out, and I will check them out. I don't really remember any of their stuff personally, but they had some riffs. They had some headbanging stuff going on, and they had energy and stuff. So I will check them out for sure. I mean, literally as soon as we walked in the place, Keith went with me too. It was pretty much packed. I mean, freaking wall to wall, front to back. I mean, it was insane. I haven't been to the Theater of Living Arts since we saw Winter Sun there, like 2013. So it's been a really long time. I haven't been there in a while. It's a decent size venue, 800, 900 people maybe, but yeah. Anyways, Midnight was up next, and we moved towards the front a little bit more when Midnight was about to come on, and holy crap. And this is just kind of a theme for this entire show. This was probably one of the loudest shows I've ever been to, and I kind of don't know why. I almost don't know why the bands needed to be as loud as they were. I get it. You go to a concert, it's loud. It's always going to be loud. I get that. But, dude, I felt like they were loud enough to fill a major theater with like 3,000 people when you're really just playing a small fucking square that has 800 people in it. It was insane. I will say, like, I go to a lot of shows, right? Not as many as I used to, but more than average. And I've never had my ears ringing as bad as this show, and it's nothing on the performance of the bands. I just don't understand the volume of the bands. It was insane. My ears were literally ringing for 2 days. It was crazy. That just doesn't happen a lot to me. So my ears ringing. I went to a concert. Blah blah blah. It was just crazy. And right away, with Midnight, I was like, holy shit. These guys are loud. They were very loud, very aggressive. Like I said, I don't know Midnight too well, but I definitely will check them out for sure, because they had a lot of energy. They had some really interesting vibes going on stage. They just came up on stage and they just did not give a flying fuck what you thought, and they were just 500 miles an hour from start to finish. Midnight, I mean, they're a 3-piece. They all wear these kind of black mask type things, but there's no holes cut in them. I am the fabric that they have on their face probably allows them to breathe, but still, I mean, it was incredibly hot in this place too. Almost like they had no air conditioning on. I could not even imagine what it's like up on stage with those masks on, with the lights on, with moving around as much as they do. It's gotta be incredibly hot. But they were cool. I mean, they played a lot of songs. I don't really know them too well. I just had the set list here in front of me, but the one that stands out to me is You Can't Stop Steel. I thought that was pretty fucking cool. Then they played Who Gives a Fuck. That was pretty cool too. They have a lot of riffs, and I'll be honest with you, it wasn't what I was expecting, because like I said, I didn't know Midnight very well going into them. I never really listened to them before, but it was not what I was expecting at all. But I enjoyed them. I enjoyed them enough to definitely check their music out afterwards. Yeah, just a lot of energy. And the thing is with the Theater of Living Arts, there's no good place to go, especially when shows are packed like this one. Because if you go up front, it's extremely loud, and then like louder than usual, and then you're going to be dealing with people crowd surfing constantly. This is the venue where I just feel like I see people crowd surfing more than usual. So you're going to have to deal with that. The pit takes up almost the entire place, I feel. The pit is always just huge at this place, which is pretty rad. But like, damn, it really squeezes everybody in to specific spots. If you go to the back, there's columns supporting the balcony everywhere. So there's just no good place to go in this place. I mean, it's not an awful venue, but like, damn. So yeah, that was Midnight. They were cool. Next up was Obituary. I love Obituary. This is the second time I've seen them. And their performance, I thought, was absolutely fantastic. They really, really, just pulling up the set list here, they put on a fantastic show, in my opinion. Way better than the first time I saw them a few years ago when they were supporting Cannibal Corpse. I just thought their set list was just on point, man. Off their new album, they played Sentence Day, A Lesson in Vengeance, 10,000 Ways to Die. I love all those songs, especially A Lesson in Vengeance and 10,000 Ways to Die. They were awesome. They came across really well live. But the crowd just went nuts when they came on. But then when they jumped into Chopped in Half / Turned Inside Out, and then Visions in My Head, that was great. That's one of my favorite Obituary songs. They played Find Their Arise, No, Till Death, Don't Care, and Ending Was Slowly Rewrought. They just had energy so much. To me, Obituary is a very heavy band. They have an incredible sound. And to me, their albums do not even get close to their energy and their heaviness live. It just doesn't even touch. Like, if you're a fan of Obituary and you've never seen them live, you absolutely have to do that. Because it's just no match to me. They are totally a live band to me. Just because they take their filthiness that's on their records and then they just take that to a whole nother level live with their sound. And it just kicks ass. I think vocally it's phenomenal. And then, you have the crowd going along with them. It just, that kind of just feeds them. And the whole time, it's just fantastic. They killed it. A great set list. I'll be honest with you, I wish they would have played maybe one more new song. I really like their new album. Either that or played one more from their last album, Inked in Blood, because I really like that album too. Surprising they didn't play Redneck Stomp as well, since that is one of their more popular songs. But still, I mean, it's great to hear classic Obituary and new, because I think they go together really well. They killed it. They're a very cut and dry band, like their albums. Their albums are in their style, and their songwriting is very cut and dry, just to the point. And their live show is exactly that. They get up there and they go, okay, let's go. That's pretty much it. It's pretty awesome. They kick ass. So finally, headlining was Kreator. Now, God's Violence is one of my favorite albums of the year so far. So I was very much looking forward to seeing Kreator, and I thought they were absolutely fucking awesome. And it might just be me. I thought their set was a little too long, and that might be one of the craziest things you could ever hear. But I honestly think they could have cut probably 2, maybe 3 songs out of their set, and it just would have been way better, in my opinion, way more concise, because everybody, and you can see it on everybody's face, you could see it towards the end, everybody was just fucking exhausted, because everybody went so hard for Obituary and Midnight, and so hard in the beginning when Kreator came on. Then by the end, it was just like, oh my god. not that they were bad, not that the songs they were playing were bad. It was just everybody was exhausted. It doesn't help that this place was so fucking hot and you were just drenched in sweat even just standing there. So that doesn't help either. But they did honestly play just about everything you wanted to hear. They played 6 new songs off of the new album. They played Satan is Real and Gods of Violence. Both of those songs go over really well live. Then they got into Fallen Brother, Army of Storms later on. And then World War Now and Hail to the Hordes. Those are all the new songs they played off of Gods of Violence. I like all those songs. They were phenomenal. I'd say, personally, take out maybe Hail to the Hordes or Fallen Brother and throw in Totalitarian Terror, and it's a little bit better to me. That's might be my favorite song off of Kreator's new album. I love Totalitarian Terror. The song's so heavy. I was really hoping they would play that live. But still, I think their new stuff really does go over well live, much like just about anything off of Phantom Antichrist, which they still played a decent amount off of. They played the title track, From Flood into Fire and Civilization's Collapse, off of that, which was phenomenal. And then they just kind of played all the classics you would hope to hear. Violent Revolution, Pleasure to Kill, Flag of Hate, Enemy of God, People of the Lie, Phobia. Opened up with Hordes of Chaos, which I thought was very interesting. I would honestly think they would open up with Gods of Violence, but hey, that's cool. And then song that I was not expecting, to be honest with you, they played Total Death off of their first album, Endless Pain. So they had a great set list, and they really did sound good. Miley Petroza sounded phenomenal. Because I think it was Midnight mentioned that they were like, we never thought we would be playing literally 24 nights in a row. And that's, I guess, what this tour is them playing 24 nights in a row with maybe just a few days off here. And I just, especially with Kreator, playing an hour and a half, an 18-song set list of thrash metal every fucking night for 24 nights in a row, just kind of blows my mind. I just can't imagine. That's got to be pretty hard and pretty taxing, to be honest with you. But they still came out there and they performed, even with being the last day of the tour. It was great. They were great. I thought guitar-wise, they were phenomenal. Like I said, vocally, very on point. Their mix was awesome. Their set list was good. I really liked Kreator. I think Kreator is one of those bands where I would strongly consider going to see them just about every time they come around, just because they're just always so good every time they come around, and this was no exception. This might be the best set I've honestly seen from them in terms of set list. It's the 3rd time I've seen them, so yeah, very much enjoyed Kreator. Very much enjoyed the Decibel Magazine tour. It was just so damn hot. Holy crap, it was hot in that place. Also, side note, Bobby Blitz, the singer of Overkill, was just there hanging out, which was pretty cool. And when people discovered that Bobby Blitz was there, holy crap, he became an animal in a petting zoo. Everybody was just yelling at him, wanting to get pictures of him, flicking him off. I get it, but it was like, and I was kind of like, he was up on the balcony and I was kind of right below him in a way. And I was kind of getting a little annoyed. I don't know, he might just not give a fuck, but I was like, damn, because it was just like every 2 seconds a new person was like, Bobby, fuck you. I was like, wow, all right, I get it's Bobby Blitz. He's a cool guy. Let's just calm down a little bit. But yeah, Kreator's great. Everybody was great. If you went to this tour, let me know. Let me know what you think. Side notes here. Sorry if there's a lack of content up on the channel right now. There's just kind of a lack of interesting things to review. At least, definitely, I'm way more interested in doing the musical stuff on this channel, and definitely on the musical side, there's a little bit less of new stuff to review that I'm interested in. But I have some other ideas, and we all have other ideas of things that are going to go up on the channel here in the very near future. So stay tuned. Just wanted to address that. Stay tuned, man. cool stuff's going to be happening. So yeah, let us know your thoughts. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.